CMA Final, Group 4, Paper number 17, Cost and Management Audit, Module number 1.2, Topic name, Genesis of Cost Audit. Genesis is nothing but birth, okay? So it indicates history of cost audit. In India, methods and techniques of cost accounting and audit of cost accounts can be traced back to pre-independence era. We studied this concept in CMA intermediate as well. So the content here is there was no structural format to perform cost accounting and cost audit in earlier days. So when during World War II, when they are having very less resources to do production and there were no most of the rich peoples at that point of time to purchase anything by paying more prices. So that time government used to give contracts on the basis of cost plus profit percentage. That is what we can see here. During World War II, there is they were investigating for cost structure and looking for cost tracing and all. So during that period, they gave cost plus contracts for weapons and all manufacturing. So they find some, loopholes out of contractors who get order. So they used to show more cost. So to overcome this one, they implemented multiple committees over the cost structure to finalize cost to perform audit. Again, there is no proper propaganda format to do cost audit also. So they there the necessity of cost accounting and cost audit started. So when we get into the details, history of Institute of Cost Accountants of India in 1994, Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India was established under Companies Act 1913, that is prior independence, as a limited company. So this is one of the type of companies under the types of companies. In 1959, Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India (ICWAI) was established under Cost and Works Accountants Acts 1959. This is immediately after post-independence. Then, in 2012, the Institute of Cost and Works Accountants of India (ICWAI) was renamed as the Institute of Cost Accountants of India. This is the ICAI, what we are seeing now. So this is about the institute in India regarding cost accounting. What about history of cost audit? During 1965, cost audit was first introduced in India with the introduction of Section 233B of Companies Act 1956 for cost audit and Section 209 Subsection 1, Class D for maintenance of cost records. Here we can see two sections. Section 233B for companies for introduction of cost audit and Section 209 subsection 1 Class D for maintenance of cost records. So we have to remember this. I'm telling once again. Section 233 for cost audit, Section 209 Section 209 section subsection 1 class D for maintenance of cost records. One more time, Section 233 of Companies Act for cost audit, Section 209 subsection 1 D for maintenance of cost records. Then During 1965 to 2008, 44 industries were covered under cost record maintenance and cost audit on the company specific basis. You know, if we get into history where central government, when there is scarcity of resources and due to thought, people were not even able to get food for themselves. That time, central government established some nationalized few plus nationalized industries where they provided employment for many. So that I have to recollect. If I'm not wrong, this is what I am remembering now. Okay, so that time they introduced this concept post independence. Okay, so what happened during 2008? Expert group set up a study the existing system of maintenance of cost accounting records and audit thereof. So in the year 2009, expert group submitted its report to central government. In 2011, introduction of mandatory cost audit of cost record maintained by companies under Companies Act 1956 for manufacturing, mining, and processing operations depending on the limits of turnover and limits of net worth and issue of compliance certificate by cost accountants. So they fixed turnover and limits. So crossing the turnover and limits that organizations, manufacturers, mining and processing, whatever they have to perform cost audit. What is the necessity of cost audit? So as we read in earlier chapter, it helps in reducing wastage, identifying cost. There are 7 to 8 points. I'll go to that page to show you. So this is what control over element-wise cost, help in determining sales price and margin, assist management in decision making, necessity and results from each of the activity performed, setting of standards and budgetary control, minimizing wastages if any, accuracy of inventory valuation, overall efficiency improvement in the entity. Okay, these are the benefits of cost accounting and cost study. So when topmost companies are crossing some higher turnover limit and production. So if they implement these structures now, they will minimize wastage, so productivity will increase, so that prices can be reduced, so usage of the products or services will be maximized. There how development process starts. Okay, so during 2014, the Companies Act Cost Records and Audit 2014 issued under Companies Act 2013. So for us, whatever we are reading now is 2000 Act, sorry, Companies Act 2013 after many amendments, as you are aware. Then this section we saw multiple times. Section 148 of the Companies Act 2013 empowers central government to specify audit of items of cost in respect of certain companies as under. So notwithstanding anything contained in this chapter, the central government may, by order, in respect of such class of companies engaged in production of such goods or providing such services as may be prescribed, direct the particulars relating to the utilization of material or labor or to the other items of the cost as may be prescribed shall also be included in the books of account kept by the class of companies, provided that the central government shall, before issuing such order, in respect of any class of companies regulated under a special act, consult the regulatory board, consult the regulatory body constituted or established under such special act. Okay, so these are the points relating to section 148 in terms of audit. So if central government is of the opinion that is necessary to do so, it may by order direct the audit of cost records or class of companies which are covered under section 1 and which have a net worth of such amount as may be prescribed or a turnover of such amount as may be prescribed shall be conducted in the manner of specified order. Here they mention such amount because they don't have to modify this terminology uh, time to time, so they can change only amount of limitation. Okay, so we'll get to know what is the amount in by reading further chapters. There will study and understand that amounts and limits, further details. So when we read it, we will make a note in the mind and concentrate later. Okay. So the audit under subsection 2 shall be conducted by cost accountant in practice who shall be appointed by the board on such remuneration as may be determined by the members in such manner as may be prescribed. We should not write in exams like this. Okay, so we have to study and understand in next chapters. So that will be the content which we are going to write in the examination if they asked how a cost auditor can be appointed, what is the limitation over his remuneration, how many members have to give consent to appoint cost auditor. This and all will study in later part of the chapters. Okay, so I'm going further. Provided no person appointed under section 139 as an auditor of the company shall be appointed for conducting cost audit of records. Let me read that last line. Conducting audit of cost records. Okay. Provided further, auditor conducting the cost audit shall comply with cost accounting standards. We have multiple, right? um, we'll read those. Okay, so explanation also they're providing. Let's see what they are telling. For the purpose of this subsection, the expression cost auditing standards mean such standards are as are issued by Institute of Costs and Works Accountants of India, constituted under Cost and Works Accountants Act 1959 with the approval of central government. So in this content, we'll read all indirect content like as may be prescribed, as specified, everything. So there are three more points left. Let's see those and get into next chapter. There we'll get good overview. Okay, so the audit conducted under the section shall be in addition to the audit conducted under section 143. Okay. The qualifications, disqualifications of cost auditor comes in point. The company shall within 30 days from the date of receipt of copy of cost audit report prepared in the pursuance of direction under subsection 2 furnish the central government with such a report along with full information and explanation on every reservation and qualification contained therein. So, as in when company get cost audit report from cost auditor, they have to submit it to central government in the prescribed format. Again, in case of any explanations, extra details provided by cost auditor, that should be submitted along with cost report. There should be nothing hidden. Okay, so in if after considering the cost audit report referred to under this section and information and explanation furnished by the company under subsection 6, the central government is of the opinion that any further information or explanation is necessary, it may call for such further information and explanation, and the company shall furnish the same within such time as may be specified by central government. What does it mean? It means after providing data to central government, in case if they need any further information and explanation over report, they can seek information from the company. So company should provide desired information to central government within the timelines and in the required format. Okay, so if any default is made in the complying with provisions of this section, The company and every officer of the company who is in default shall be punishable in the manner as may be provided in the subsection 1 of section 147. Okay, this is regarding punishment. The next point, the cost auditor of the company who is in default shall be punishable with the manner as provided in subsection 2 of 2 to subsection 5 of section 147. This is about genesis of cost audit, birth and history of cost audit. Thank you so much for watching with this video, and this study note helps me in reminding myself what I read. Okay, thank you. Bye.